ICRC basketball finds us tonight in the Miami Valley Conference, where the Silver Knights of Summit Country Day are taking on the Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy Eagles in a big MVC game. Hello, I am Bill Bretsch. Joining me is Frank Edwards. Frank, this is the second time, and there we are, Frank. That is us down there. So Frank and I we're with the sunglasses, right? So
right.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had ESPN here tonight. But Frank, this is the second time these two teams met this season. The first time, 52 combined points with a 2-point win, 27-25. What the heck happened in that first game?
Well, like I said before the game, or before this game was going to start, my guess was either it was slow ball transition, and as you talked to the coach, they both zoned each other, and they were content with that, and the final score was 27-25, and by far both teams' lowest scoring efforts, and that was in favor of CHCA.
Well, you know, coming in this game tonight, though, on the other end of it, offensively, you got the two best players in the league here, and CHCA's got Cole Fisher leading the league with 19.2 a game, and then Rylan Woods for Cincinnati or Summit Country Day at 17.3 a game. So you got the two leading scorers in the game, yet the first time they played, they had the lowest scoring probably of any game this season in the MVC. So Summit Country Day, of course, this team has enjoyed a lot of success over the last few years. Coming in, they're 8-10 right now. They're on a 4-game losing streak.
Right, well tonight we're going to see 4 of the top high scorers in the MVC, by 2 for both teams. Well,
they're in a 4-game losing streak. Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy is on a 6-game winning streak, so you got two teams going opposite direction. CHCA has won the MVC 3 times. They have a chance to win it for the 4th time and be, for the first time ever, to be all by themselves. We're going to step out for just a moment. We're going to be coming back, Frank and I, with the starting lineups and tonight's action. Don't go away.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
There's a nice feed by Hunter! And Baisley with the rip. Dean Larry, you got to load that one up. Hey.
Oh, got a little wink action there.
Hey. And shot. The Warriors in the state final!
And welcome back here to Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy, CHCA, where the Eagles taking on the Silver Knights tonight, MVC action. As we said right before we stepped out there, A very important game here for CHCA tonight. If they win, they will continue. They will be 12-2. That will put them slightly ahead of Clark Montessori. They have a chance, Frank, to win their first outright championship ever in the MVC. They have been champions 3 times, but those other times they've been shared with somebody else. So it's going to be interesting. It could still be a tie between them. And actually, technically, North College Hill at 9-4, Clark 10-3. They have a shot at a 3-way tie here, possibility.
Well, one thing for sure, you can throw records out. When it's rival games, you know the other team's going to give their all, you know, so CHCA is going to have to bring their A game because Summit's ready to play.
All right, they just turned all our lights off tonight, as you can see. They have the spotlight here right now for the CHCA players as they come out. They do it big time here in this gym. And I tell you, I said this before we went on the air right now, and I'm sure we're going to see them more in a few times tonight. The student section over here has got to be the wildest student section I've seen this season. It must be Jersey night here. That must be the theme. And, of course, they got all their little ESPN guys over there, so I guess they're going to be the main guys. And
School Spirit's that 6 man.
No.
When I was in high school at Reading, we had great following.
Oh, well, you had the Blue Crew.
And it was huge, and it really intensified our football and our basketball to make deep runs in our tournaments, so it's great to see that here at CHCA.
14-2 overall. You can see 11-2 in that thing. Summit will be starting Jimmy Steins. He's a junior. Rylan Wood, second in the league, 17.3 a game. He's a senior. Terry Evans, senior, he's 15.6 a game. You alluded that he's one of the top scorers. B.T. Tobel is a junior, 5.2 a game, 6.2 rebounds. And Matt Darling, he is a sophomore. He will be starting for Summit Country Day. Jack Sonny, Cole Fisher leading the league in scoring. Austin Arthurs, Ben Sutherland, and Jack Kolar averaging 15.9 a game, and CHCA gets the ball to start this game.
Right from the start, it looks like we don't see that zone defense that they saw in that first game. We have a man-to-man.
They go out man-to-man right away, so let's see what they're going to stick with that. First shot is no good. It's rebounded out by Summit B.T. Tobel. Summit's coached by Patrick Cosgrove in his 5th year, and Brian Lahan is the coach at Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy.
Well, it's half right. CHCA is coming out in their 2-3 zone against Summit.
Yeah. Oh, they took the air out of the ball in the first time around. Let's see what happens in the game here tonight. 5 double-figure scores, though, between the two teams, so they can put the ball. I mean, one thing about CHCA, they are a good 3-point shooting team. So.
Well, only 2, I mean, they're 14-2, only 2 losses on the year. And some of the quality wins they had, like you said, was Sycamore, a Newport team, and they're having a great year for a Division III team.
Yeah, and they beat North College Hill in overtime. It was their last win. So, yeah, they're having a good year, good season for the Eagles. There's a steal. Steal by number 10. That's Rylan Woods. Woods is fouled on the floor. So that basket doesn't count. Ben Sutherland, the freshman, 6'4". Of course, his brother Tanner, you were talking to Tanner before the game. He graduated here last year. Is going to Worcester, but he's injured right now. He's at the game tonight.
No, even there's another brother that's injured also. So like I said, their whole family line, they both had the same injury.
Of course, Dad's one of the coaches over there on that bench over there for the Eagles.
Great basketball pedigree, definitely in the family.
Wow. 6'4", starting freshman. That's pretty good. Ben's number 23 out there on the floor.
You can see one thing about this zone defense that's really key is the hands out. Some of the zones you see through high school is they don't have their hands out, and that's one thing CHCA is doing a good job.
Well, if you're going to shoot, if you're going to get rid of that zone, you need some three-point shooting.
And offensive rebounding.
And there, Summit is not a good three-point shooting team, though.
They're playing really good defense right now, though, in these first 2 series.
Well, we've played just over 2 minutes. We have no score. And that's I think the Eagles have only attempted one shot.
So maybe this is what we were in line for the very first time when they played. It just, when you have like these rivals against each other, it just brings out some hard defense.
Summit's having an unusually bad year. I mean, they've had some great years over the last few years, including, of course, the state championship was about 5 years ago. And misses everything on the three-point attempt by Evans.
I don't think neither team, or I think Summit did hit the rim once so far, but like you said, CHCA's only taken one shot, so.
This zone,
nice cut.
That's nice pass inside. There's first point. And that's by Ben Sutherland, the freshman. He gets the Eagles on the board.
That was a nice cut by that freshman, just cutting right to the lane. Found him right in the middle, easy shot.
Cole Fisher, only a junior, averaging just under 20 a game. And, of course, you got Sutherland, the freshman.
Right, Cole Fisher was a starting quarterback for the CHCA team this year, having a great year in football, and he's having a great year in basketball.
Oh, shot was try to go inside to Dolling.
Nice pass.
But there's the freshman again, Ben Sutherland. He's up 4-0 over the Silver Knights.
And all he's doing is running the floor and fell in the lane. He's doing a great job.
He runs pretty good for a big guy. He's not a real big guy either. He's the thin guy.
Summit, like you said, is having trouble with the zone because they don't shoot the ball well as it is, so they got to find a way to get to the hoop. Pass fakes, dribble penetration is going to be the only way if they can't shoot the three ball.
Well, they're shooting it. That's nice. Nice inside. That was from Steins into P.T. Tobel, and they get their first points. I guess that is the only way to beat that zone right now. That or shoot over it, and they cannot shoot over it very well. At least not yet. Inside, and ball falls, and that's Cole Fisher, his first back in these fouls.
Leading the MVC this year right now, and with 19.2 points a game with him and Jack Kohler, 15.9. Here's him sealing his man inside. Entry pass and goes up really hard and gets the and one.
Tobel with the foul, and Fisher, who shoots 71% from the foul line, gets his point there. He has 3.72 in favor of the Eagles now. They have almost 25% of their points from their first game already.
I'm interested to know what the point scoring was quarterly because
it doesn't have it.
Right.
Yeah. There's a shot off the rim taken by Woods. Rebounded, though, by the Silver Knights. Woods gets the ball back. And all double team underneath. Back out to Dolling.
Yeah.
Dolling, then long three-pointer. Well, that's a zone breaker right there if you're going to do it.
Well, one thing that CHCA was doing a good job before that possession was they were boxing out, and that's the only thing suspect to playing a zone is you're more reliable to give up offensive rebounds.
It's a drive inside by Fisher.
Nice.
Fisher, nice job.
Nice left hand.
Cole Fisher scored the last 5 points for the Eagles, 9-5.
Number 13 did shoot that from deep too, so we'll have to keep an eye on him because he wasn't shy at shooting it.
Woods kicks it back out again.
Good ball reversal.
There's Woods. Woods with the three-pointer. He got it.
All the ball reversal made that shot. That was a nice ball.
9-8.
Ball movement by Summit.
Let's see if the Eagles will come out of that zone now next time on defense. There's the freshman. Got it. That's a two-pointer.
Almost a long two. I'd like to see a replay of that because that was he must have been on the line there. Nice shot.
Yeah, well, it was immediately signaled by the officials.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a nice touch though for a freshman guy. 6
points. Ivan Fulton, Paul Maffett, and Dwayne Haig are our officials tonight in this game, the BC game. Summit's going to be content, looks like, to run one more shot here. We're down to under 30 seconds to go. They're still in the zone. And they're not being pressured at all, so they're just waiting here. Another 20 seconds now. Woods. The boring chant is going up over on the other side with the Eagle faithful. There's Woods. Now they're down to 5 seconds. They got to make something happen here.
Wow.
A nice little shot put up by Terry Evans, just dropped off the rim here, but we have come to the end of the first quarter with the Eagles leading 11-8. And I would think right now, unless something happens, they're going to get more points in that first game.
Right,
that's for sure. So it's interesting because I was looking ahead here, Frank, at what's going to happen down the road here, because in this Scarlet Division, it's between CHCA, Clark Montessori, and North College Hill. Clark 10-3 right now. Clark has got they have a game with North College Hill tonight, and then they're at Summit Country Day, and next Friday they will host CHCA. That could be for the league title right there. You see Coach Lahan. We're going to see those last couple of threes here by the Silver Knights.
And here's that shot. See where his feet were. Yep, was right inside there, but it was a nice shot though.
That was a good call by the official. He's right on the line right there. But Ben Sutherland has 6 points. Cole Fisher has 5 points. That's their 11 points right now. Rylan Woods has a 3-pointer. BT Tobel has a basket, and Mac Dolling has a 3-pointer. Those are your points so far in this game. As I said, Summit right now is on a 4-game losing streak, trying to break that losing streak. Tough place to try to break it.
Right.
And the Eagles are on a 6-game win streak right now. Both of them their longest streaks of the season, respectively.
Almost need to run a baseline here.
There's a trap. Woods being trapped down there. Dane Barker, Eon Softkill is in the game. He is number 30. Coming in the game. One thing about Summit, Frank, is
turnover.
There's a turnover by that's by Woods. Woods off the backboard. He's got it. Turnover and the basket. He has 5 points right now. I was saying, Frank, Summit's bench is not deep at all right now. They actually only have 3 players on the bench right now that they can use. Maybe 4.
One thing I've been impressed with this first half is Summit's defense right now. They've been playing hard defense.
They're only down a point. There's shot up, 3-pointer off the rim. Offensive rebound, though, by Fisher. He saves it back out again. Austin Arthurs was a 3-pointer. Nice pass inside and off the backboard.
Tough break there.
Jack
had a nice look inside.
Yes.
Nice thought.
Softkill could not get it to fall. Now Summit has a chance to take the first lead in the night for the Silver Knights.
Well, CHCA just had an emotional win last night against North College Hill. Let's see how that may affect them coming right back the next night.
The tough thing about some of these teams right now is about 2 weeks ago, there was quite a few games that were canceled because of weather, and they're trying to make up a lot of games this week and next week. They actually only have technically 2 more weeks left in the regular season for the guys. Girls, of course, their last week is this week for the regular season. Evans, nice drive. Terry Evans, his first basket.
Nice take by him, and they got to make sure they Interested to see what the coach does for CHCA because they have kind of broken this zone a little bit.
Silver Knights take their first lead of the night.
Summit's switching on all. This game's getting really physical inside. There's going to be a whistle here in a second if they're not careful. A lot of shoving inside there. There's another turnover.
There's a turnover, this by Evans. Now Evans trips on the ball.
Wow, I don't know how that
Taken
happened.
by Fisher. He gets up slowly. Shot, no good. And we're going to have a foul coming up, I think, on the Silver Knights. Fisher was going for the rebound.
This game's really physical.
Foul was on Woods, Rylan Woods. That's his first. That's the team's second. See, Woods just came over the back, I believe, of Fisher. Okay, we're back. You can see this again.
Traveling. Kolar got caught up there.
All right, back to live action here. We got a traveling on.
I wonder if that's part of his psyche. Kolar didn't really have a big game against Summit the first time, and he's been quiet in his first half. I don't know if that's starting to be on his mind as a teenager. You know, he's averaging 15 points a game.
Terry Evans was the leading scorer in the first time around. There's Woods in the paint, off the rim. Will not fall. Sutherland with the rebound. Three-pointer taken. No good. Offensive rebound. Now another three-pointer from the other side off the rim. This time it's Woods. Woods looking ahead all the way up to Dolling. Dolling couldn't get it to fall. Nice look by Woods, though.
Nice.
And nice in the paint shot by Austin Arthur. That's his first basket.
Little run and gun there by both teams for a few series, and then it gets slowed down. It's
Austin Arthur, he averages 11 a game. That's his first basket.
We're going to have an illegal screen, I believe.
Illegal screen, and they called it on Robert Sims. He's coming in the game for the Silver Knights, number 1.
And there's a reach-in. I was wondering where they were going to call that.
Reach-in foul on Terry Evans. So fouls are starting to pile up a little bit here on the Silver Knights.
And something you noted is Summit's not got a deep bench, and fouls is their worst enemy right now. Nice pass.
They only dressed 10 for the game tonight, so they have 5 on the bench.
Spoke too soon. It was a nice attempt anyway. There's a
three-point. They're going to call it a 3 for Woods, and that gives them a 2-point lead. I questioned that one actually, Frank, from the other side of the floor, but the official was closer. Gives 8 points now for Woods. There's a drive and knocked out of bounds. Matt Schuler, number 23, freshman, coming in game for the Silver Knights. Dolling takes a seat on the bench. All alone, rolls off.
You got to hit that one.
So the good shooting
it's
team,
flip-flop.
yeah, the good shooting team for the Eagles are not shooting well tonight for three-point. They came in of averaging about 40% for the team.
A lot of turnovers too in this first half.
Fouls on Austin Arthurs. That's his first. And that puts Evans at the line of 62% foul. Shooter rolls off.
I'll give updates for the North College Hill Clark game right now. It's 10-7. North College Hill up with 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
It's going to be a big game for both of them tonight because really, when you think about it, probably, Frank, one of them is going to be taken out of the mix here for the league here because Clark has 3 losses. North College Hill has 4, and of course CHCA only has 2 losses. So somebody's going to be taken out of the picture probably tonight of that group. Nice In, a nice shot put up and off the backboard by Southkill. That's his first basket. He averages 2 a game. Brings the Eagles back within 1 now.
Like I said, for an 8-10 team, they look a lot better than an 8-10 team, but also it's a rival game and they're playing.
Sure. Yeah, it's you throw the records out.
Right.
The last 10 times these teams have met, the Silver Knights have won 7 of the 10, but the Eagles have won the last 2. Down to about 1:45 to go. Evans going to take the 3-pointer, long one, off the rim. Offensive rebound by Sims. And Patrick Cosgrove is going to call a timeout. And it looks like he's going to call a 30-second timeout here, talk things over. 1:35 to go.
I wouldn't be surprised here if CHCA throws in a different defense here out of this timeout and maybe go back to that zone, but we'll see what they do here.
1-point game. Coach Lahan talking to his Eagles down there. 14-2. This is the best record they've had in a while. I take it back. No, the last year they were 16-8 last year overall, but guaranteed a winning season for the Eagles. That'll be their 7th in a row as far as winning seasons go for Summit Country Dames. We said they've had some outstanding teams. A couple years ago, team went 26-1. They went all the way to the regional finals before losing to Roger Bacon. A couple good players off that team. One of them was Kevin Johnson, went to UC, played there for a few years, and he's on the bench over here helping the Silver Knights. They've had some good players over the years on this team. Have gone on to
really
college.
Good teams too, and good athletes from soccer all the way up, down the board.
I think they've had, 7 times? I think they've won the soccer championship, so got a tradition of winning there for the Silver Knights. Shot off the rim. No good, rebounded by Kolar. So now we're under a minute to go here. Knights up by 1, but the Eagles with the ball.
They got to keep moving.
Oh, they lose the ball, yeah.
Just been a lot of those this first half.
He's touched and taken away by Dolling. He's back in the ball game.
Oh, that's a tough pass there.
Yeah, that was Woods. He was trying to look into Tobel, but
they're going to say it stays with Summit. I thought.
I think it was touched by a Eagle player. So Woods triggering in. There is a 3-point with a big arc on it by Dolling. It did not fall. 23 seconds to go here.
That should be a block there. Wow. They're letting them play, I'll tell you that. Physical game.
Only 6 fouls been called the whole game. 4 of them on the Silver Knights. Arthur's now going to play for 1 shot, it looks like. Arthur's into the paint, and it goes. Austin Arthur's his 4th point. And right at the buzzer, he gives the Eagles a 1-point halftime lead at 17-16. It's another low-scoring game. I think we're going to outdo the first game, though, unless something happens here in the second half. Frank and I will be back here for second half of action at Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy. Don't go away.
I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent. Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
There's no better feeling than to be a part of a fire department. This is a family.
Police officer, it's a great job. It really is. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to help.
We're forgetting what's going on outside. We're focusing on what's going on in here, and we're all family.
This idea of a family academy, connecting families to talk about relevant issues.
Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back in this football game.
The Warriors in the state finals! State finals! Ohio Wesleyan, here we go!
And it's up to every one of you all to keep this going and carry the torch. I hope you will do that. Thank you.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Ohio. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here are CHCA's competition dancer.
have a 1-point lead over the Silver Knights here in NBC action. For the Silver Knights, Rylan Woods has 8 points, Terry Evans 3 points, BT Tobel 2 points, Matt Dolling 3 points. For the Eagles, Cole Fisher has 5, Austin Arthurs has 4, Ian Southkill 2 off the bench, and the freshman, Ben Sutherland, has 6 points all in the first quarter there, and that's their 17-16 lead right now. Got an interesting story here, and Frank heard this story because I talked to him about this for the game here. About the Silver Knights, as we're at the YMCA right now, as you can see. The Silver Knights have been to the state Final Four 3 times. And back 79, they were there. They lost in the semifinals, and then they came in second in state 1980. And that was a good team. And there's some people off that team. Dexter Bailey, who went to Xavier University, was a good player there, played in the pros. Dan Fleming. I've seen Dan a few times myself here over the years. He was coach at LaSalle for many years. And then a fellow by the name of Robbie Hertzell. And Robbie later on became a doctor, but he got cancer. And he had a son who was on this team. And back in 2011, unfortunately, Robbie passed away. And there was right before the season, about 2 weeks before the season. And as we're getting all this sound, okay, feedback here. About two weeks before the season began. And of course, his son was on the team, Holden. And they decided to, we're seeing a lot of action out here on the floor.
Yeah.
The team decided to dedicate the season to Robbie Hartzell, Holden's dad, and they went on to have a fantastic season that year. They won, I think, 17 in a row. They lost to Purcell Marion, and then they ran off 9 in a row, including the state championship against Portsmouth, in which they won that game easily by about 14, 15 points. But some really odd things about that. Robbie's number was number 11, and they wore number 11 on their jerseys during the season to honor him. He died on November the 11th, 11/11/2011. During the championship game, Holden had 7 points, 4 rebounds for a total of 11.
Wow.
It was 11-2 in favor of the Silver Knights at the end of the first quarter, and there was 11,000 people at the game. Think Robbie was looking down on him?
I know.
Yeah, so that's an amazing story.
It is. So something starts out here.
And right off the backboard there.
Wow.
Did he call that shot? So that's Dolling. That's his second three-pointer.
They've both been long, and that one was long on distance and used some of that backboard too.
So the team that doesn't shoot the three-pointers has 4 of them so far. They only shoot 24% by the way as a team.
That's a
the team that shoots over 40% as a team, they haven't got any yet. Let's look at this last 3 by Dolling.
Yeah, just
kicks it back out. Nothing but net. Silver Knights up by 2, and they have the ball right now as Evans brings the ball over the timeline.
Some scores from around Madeira up on Deer Park, 35-19.
Deer Park's suffering a little right now. They're Joe Hawker, they're one of their big guys, leading rebounder in CHL. He's out with an injury. So the Park is not the Park from last year, let's put it that way.
Nice ball movement. That's going to set up for a 3. I mean, it's going to be...
They're
going to have to do something here because they're shooting the ball a lot better than what they have during the year. And
5 threes for them. They've only had 61 or 69 coming into the game.
And to add Sauer right now, Clark is up on North Cottage Hill by double figures.
Essentially putting North College Hill out of the race here, but it'll keep Clark in the race.
Right.
And if there's a loss here tonight, they're going to be tied with CHCA.
I'll see how long this zone defense is going to last with this, because they'll play stall ball if they're not careful. They're going to make them come out of the zone. That's what my guess would be if the lead gets any bigger. As you can see.
Well, you can come out of the zone by hitting the three-pointers, and so far they've hit 5 of them. Shot was no good, and that's taken by the freshman Sutherland. Scramble underneath, Sutherland. And tripped up underneath there. I think we have a foul coming up.
Or a tackle for a 5-yard loss. Let's see here, replay here, driving in the basket. And
the foul was on Woods.
I didn't even see that one, did it?
And the basket was good. The foul was on number 4 by, that is Jimmy Steins. And Fisher with the basket. And chance to put his team back within 2, and he does. He has 8 points now, Cole Fisher.
Here's a zone, or a press defense here by CHCA, first we've seen tonight.
Nice, nice pass.
I don't think they were able to set up in that quick enough, and they broke it really quick.
Tobel with the basket. He has 4 points now. Back to a 4-point lead for the Silver Knights. They're approaching the final score of the last game, last time these two teams played. And completely over the backboard is
I mean, he shot that way?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I'm confused on how a shot would go over that high.
I don't think I've seen that.
I mean, it was way over.
Down to 5 minutes to go here. Someone with the ball in the lead. Trying to pull an upset right now, trying to make this MVC Scarlet Division very interesting. Long three-pointer by Woods misses everything. The air ball chant will go up from the Eagle faithful.
Nice kick.
Kick it out, and there is the first three-pointer of the night. Kohler back the other direction.
First points, too, of the night.
Yeah, his first points, you're right, correct. He has 3 now. Eagles back within 1. I'm going to say it's safe to say we're going to beat that 27-25 score the first time these two teams played.
Right. Still going to be low score. Oh, there's off his foot.
Off foot. Nice recovery by Woods.
Close, it wasn't a walk when Woods picked that up. So they're now into a man-to-man defense. CHCA switched out of that zone. So let's see what Summit does here.
They can match up well with them on the man-to-man. There's a backup two-pointer. That's no good and out of bounds. We're going to see, Kohler's three-point shot. Gets it from, from Fisher. Nice assist by Cole Fisher.
What I was about to say is that man-to-man defense wasn't half bad. I mean, Summit had a little trouble compared to what they were doing against that zone. We'll see if they stay in it.
The Eagles are down by as much as 6. They have now a chance to get back into the lead. And it's taken away by Woods.
Just a lot of turnovers tonight.
Woods looking into Steins. Ball's out of bounds, but goes off of a Eagle. So Stein's going to trigger it in underneath the basket. And
we have a stoppage in the game here. I'm wondering what the...
I'm not sure. Ivan Fulton was saying sometime, I don't know if he was saying towards the Eagle bench or the table here, but...
Back into the zone defense out of that.
Almost down to 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We'll be running back to his playback times at the end of this quarter, so pencil and paper ready. Woods thought about the three-pointer, back out to Evans and Woods. They're just playing catch right now.
Right, it's a great environment for a high school basketball game for sure.
Dolling. Back out to Evans. Now Evans out to top over to Woods. Not in any hurry right now, and they're not being pressured.
Back to that man-to-man. There's a
Woods.
Nice,
and the paint won't drop. Rebounded by Sutherland. Fisher back the other direction now. There's a baseline drive. That is a tough shot.
They need to go into the body. They're fading away from the defender. You got to try to draw that foul.
Arthur's with that baseline shot. Summit up by 1. They were up as much as 6 in this quarter. 3-point off the rim. Rebounded out by the Eagles.
You would think Summit was the other way around for how many threes they've been shooting tonight, right?
Yeah. And Brian Lahan's going to take a full timeout with 1:59 to go. I invite you to go to MVCsports.com to see all the what's going on with the Miami Valley Conference. A lot of things going on in this league, as all the leagues are right now. ICRC-TV.com. There's a lot going on there. We got a lot of basketball coming up here. I can't believe we're in early February right now. The girls have already had their draw for the tournament. The brackets are being set up, so we're going to see how that's going to pan out. We talked a little bit about this week. We usually don't pick up the girls until about the second week into the tournament, so we'll have to see how our ICRC schools go. The boys' draw is this Sunday, so they're going to draw for their brackets, so I can't believe that we're going to do it. And volunteers, we need you. We do. We have had great volunteers to come out in these games. They've done a great job on camera work. You can work in the truck. You can work with Josh. You can work with Dean, Jason, all the guys here at ICRC. If you're interested, there's a phone number right down there, 772-4272, or you can email Jason Dudley, Jason at ICRC-TV.com. Hey, if you want to come out here, you'll be just like those guys. They get the best seat in the house up there.
Right.
So, and as we said numerous times before, these volunteers don't come out and do such a great job. Frank and I are just sitting here talking to each other. Nobody else is listening to us.
Some scores at the half. Clark's up on North Cottage Hill, 31-26. Redding's down to Wyoming by 4 at half.
Damn for Redding. There's a long three-pointer off the rim, though, by Kolar. Jack's had the only three-pointers so far, and there is Evans. What a little move by Evans under the basket.
See how he went into the defender. That's why he got that and one.
He's fouled by Jack Kolar. And Evans now. See this again. Evans has 8 points. There's a little move by him. Back to Evans. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Rolls it off. Does not fall. 3-point lead for the Silver Knights. About 1:30 to go here in quarter number 3. Sutherland's been very quiet since first quarter. He scored all 6 of his points in the first quarter.
They got to make sure they're still moving, see some of the stagnant. Take that part for someone's playing good defense, but CHCA's got to keep moving.
Kohler. There's Kohler, another long three-pointer off the rim. Woods with the rebound. He gets it. Stein saves it under the basket now. Now we're under a minute to go here. Evans. Darling back to Woods. Woods being guarded by Arthurs.
Look for an isolation on the ball screen here.
Yeah, they're back in the man-to-man now again. 24 seconds to go. Evans. They're content now, looks like to play for one here.
He came close to that line. He close to that line again.
Yeah, that's a 5-second violation.
No, it was a backcourt.
Oh, backcourt, he went over.
Did it once, I thought was close, but that time he did, so I had the eagle eye out.
I was looking at the referee when he was counting there, but good eye right there. Yeah, there you go. Good eye. Good eye by the ref.
Good eye by me, too.
There you go. Frank's got that eagle eye. Fisher, off the rim. No good. Long half-court shot. Oh, my gosh. You gotta be kidding. Matt Darling with the half-court shot. Holy cow. Oh, my. Darling, only a sophomore, And that was nothing but net.
I know, it was better than...
Let's see.
It was actually better than his regular three-pointers.
We're going to get a couple of looks at this.
You see, it's just a nice rebound, and you do what you got to do. Take a couple of dribbles.
One. Oh, that was beyond half court. Boom.
That was big time.
I would say that's about 55, 60 feet. We're going to see this again. Give me the rock. Look at this reaction. Let's see if we can hold on and see his reaction.
It looked better, even better than his three-point shot. You know?
Holy cow.
Unbelievable.
That's going to be the shot of the season so far. And that gives the Silver Knights a 6-point lead again. Wow, we're going to see the playback times. Yeah, they're not very exciting right now. The 6th at 8 p.m., the 8th at 10 p.m., the 9th at 10:30 a.m. We have brunch with Frank and I.
Wow.
And Sunday the 10th at 5 p.m. And of course, you can go to ICRC-TV.com and see all the games that we've had throughout the season. We've had some good ones so far this season.
Right.
And that might be our shot of the season.
Well, you know, it's so crazy. It's how physical this game is. There's not many fouls, and there have been some, I'm talking about blows in the paint.
Well, there's only been 2 fouls in this quarter.
That's over the back there.
On Summit, and only one on the Eagles. There has not been, but you're right. The Eagles only have 3 fouls the whole game.
It just seems like for how physical.
And
there's a charge. A block and a charge. We're going to get a charge here. Let's see what happens here. One ref called a charge, the other called it out of bounds. So we're going to, Summit coach is going to be upset here, but what happened was the defensive,
we'll see this, yeah, let's see it again. I didn't see the Summit player, so we need to see which one did it.
You can see a block and a charge.
Okay.
In the rule book, the charge always, the foul always overrules the out of bounds.
Right. So they haven't shown the foul yet. If the foul will be on Evans. That will be his second. But they have not shown the foul. There it is. They just showed it now. So that's Evans' second foul. That's a third for the Silver Knights. The Eagles only have 1 foul now. So
nice cut. Nice cut, but nice defense. Gosh, man, I tell you what, he's having a game tonight.
Fisher could not catch up with it. Right idea. He just was about a step too slow on that.
And there's a turnover.
And that's going to be a turnover. That's over and back. So both teams start this 4th quarter with a couple of turnovers. The Eagles need some points. You got to think that 3-point shooting, Frank's going to come back to them.
Right, but
law of
also
averages.
their psyche. You know, you can see they've been shooting a couple here and really trying to measure up, but, you know, if it ain't working for tonight, you need to find a different way to score.
We've only had 1 tonight.
There's a travel.
That's a travel. Sony with the travel. Knights with the ball and the lead. And they're getting pressure coming off of the inbounds.
I mean, this Summit Country Day team has had a tough schedule. They only lost to Purcell Marion by 10, and Purcell Marion is one of the top teams in the city, so.
One of the top teams in the state?
State, yeah. As I look through their schedule right now, I mean, they've played a lot of tough teams. Winton Woods. I know Winton Woods ain't having their normal Winton Woods year, but I've seen some glimpses.
Foul is on Jacksoni. That's his first. Team second. Terry Evans is now 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Evans rims out. He was the leading scorer in the last time these two teams played with 11 points.
Oh, take it all the way to the rack. That's where.
He has 9, by the way, tonight. 7-point lead is the largest lead the Silver Knights have had in the game.
They got to make sure they're still running a motion. Don't force it. Tough pass.
Kolar off the rim. Boy, they're just not getting it in. And that's no good. And the thing about it is, Frank, if you're not really being pressured, you're just not getting set. Not just the ball's just not dropping. All right, they're discussing right now where it's going to go. It's going to stay down and Eagles in.
You know, it's one of those things where we can't see it from down here, so the best official, and believe it or not, I think it was off CHCA, but we'll see after the replay.
Nevertheless, they got the ball back. Have a chance to cut that lead. Kolar rolls off the rim.
And they called a charge there. I'd like to see a replay of this one, too, I tell you.
Jack Kolar has picked up 2 fouls in his half.
See Kolar just drive here. Let's see if he had his feet set. And he did.
Yeah,
That's a charge.
He did, yep. That was on,
Great
it
job.
looked like Woods was one that took the.
If you see the score on the board, it's actually 30-23, not 23-20.
Yeah. 30-23 is our score. You're right. You're catching all this stuff tonight. You're doing good tonight. You get eagle eyes tonight. Eagle eyes. Get it. Eagle eyes. All right. Eagle eyes. All right. In case you haven't figured out, Frank used to coach here. Oh, the trap is on, and Patrick Cosgrove's going to call timeout.
Summit's played a great game. I mean, I've thought their intensity's been well, and that's why they're winning this ball game right now.
Summit calls a timeout, so they have 3 timeouts left in the game. Brian Lahan has only called 1. Possession arrow is going to Summit right now. And Summit with a 7-point lead.
And I think CHCA's been held scoreless in this quarter, right?
They have one. Well, actually, there's only been 1 point in the quarter. So the only point is by Evans so far. As far as the rest of the season regular season goes, Summit will play Clark Montessori at home on Friday. That's going to be a big one with them. Then they're at Baden for a non-league game, and they finish up at Norwood. CHCA, they will be playing Miami Valley Christian at home on Friday, and then the big game for them will be at Clark Montessori. And the way, if the score stays where it is right now on both ends, they could be coming into that game playing for the league championship. CC will get it outright championship by next week.
Yeah, because right now Clark's up by 5 in the 3rd quarter on North College Hill.
And by the way, in case you want to know, Clark did beat the Eagles here back in December
with a similar score.
38-36. Drive by Evans, no good. And I think we have a player hurt back here for CHCA. But there is Sutherland with the 3-pointer. He's 36% behind the arc. Only the 2nd one tonight, back to a 4-point lead. 2nd one tonight for the Eagles.
They needed that. It's been a while since they had them a field goal. Now they need to play good defense. And also, we got to take account how many fouls there is. Once we get to that time limit, we're going to have to start fouling a little bit because you don't want to.
They got a few to waste.
Right.
Both teams got a few to waste, really. Into man-to-man. Almost stolen by Fisher.
Someone must
Woods
be open.
trying to get rid of it. Back out to Evans. And now here's a 3-point attempt. That is no good by Steins. Oh, my.
I tell you, it's a great game right now for, intensity-wise and can't believe that ain't a foul.
Oh, that shot, it was no good in the middle. That was Austin Arthurs. He had it in the paint.
Right.
Had a real good chance at it. Well, we're down to 4 minutes to go. We're not that far off from that first score, by the way. It's 30-26.
It's like we went to a stalemate there for a long period. Because it's not like it's been stall ball. It's just been good defense and bad shooting or something. And that's a big shot there.
Evans, wow, my God. A backup. He backed up a little bit on the 3-pointer to get it.
That's a big shot. That's going to be
Evans.
CHCA is going to have to respond to that.
Evans has...
with only 3.5 to go. That's a long 3.
Fisher, he misses everything. Yeah, you're right. He just basically forced that. And they're not getting pressure, Frank. That's the thing. And they're just not making them. Very unusual. This might be their worst three-point shooting of the season. It's bad time to get it. Evans is going to try to take it coast to coast. He does.
Biggest lead of the night now, so they're going to have to go time. It's a 9-point lead with 3 minutes to go. And there's a timeout.
And that's was taken by CHCA. Okay, we're going to look at our last three-pointers. First one by Ben Sutherland here, the freshman.
Just
Fisher.
It's their only field goal of this quarter, really.
Fisher's got to assist on both the three-pointers. Now, he just backed up a little bit, took the nice shot there by Evans in the corner. He has 13 now. At 11 the first time these two teams played.
It's, you know, some of the point scoring is so similar just by looking at CHCA's numbers. Kolar only has one shot, and he only had 3 points in that last game, and he only has one three-pointer in this game.
Yep.
I mean, it's almost identical numbers. And it's not, and he hasn't, and it's probably the same amount of shots.
Sutherland has 9 points. He leads the way. He only had 4 in the first time around, but not enough right now.
Right.
3:10 to go. Silver Knights are in the driver's seat with this game.
Well, it's something the coaches of CHCA probably told them, too, that we're going to have to start fouling. And there's one.
Oh, there's Fisher. He made it look easy.
Right.
He has 10 now.
So one thing right now, if I'm CHCA, I'm already looking at how many fouls I've got, and I'm going to have to, you see what their number, we do this before the game, who's the worst foul free throw shooters and the best ones.
Well, you don't want to put this guy in the line. Fisher, 71%, he's 3 for 3
I'm saying
tonight.
for the Summit side.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan, I've never been a big fan of a full court man press because all it takes is a speed dribble and clear out. So we'll see if they've got something else.
Ryland Woods is the best foul shooter for Summit, 70%, and then Evans is 62%. So no surprise, the two leading scorers are the.
I'm already fouling now, and that's just me.
And there is the drive. Nice speed. Oh, he made that. I tell you what, he is very, very quick, Ryland Woods. Great assist into Steins, and that's Steins' first basket. Back to a 9-point lead.
See, here's the stagnant. They get stagnant. They got to start moving. I don't know what they're not moving for right now.
Fisher's going to step back for a three-pointer off the rim.
That's not a smart. Just he had to do that because the offense wasn't moving, but that's not what they want right now. You know, I mean, I know that he usually makes those, but they can get a high percentage shot.
The foul was on Jack Sony. That's his second. That's the team's 5th. Evans. That's almost stolen by Sutherland.
I'm fouling now. Yep. There's a foul there. I don't know why they ain't calling it. You've got a foul. I don't know. It's frustrating to me because I'm a coach.
Yeah.
And I'm wanting to say, you know, foul, 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 and I don't know why they're not fouling. Because they wasted 20 seconds.
Well, Fisher did foul on that one. For Cole, that's his first of the game. That's the 6th on the Eagles. So Silver Knights will be at the line now for the rest of the night. 1:56 to go.
Every player should know which guy to foul.
Well, that's not the one guy right there.
And they're taking too much time, and I don't know what to there we go, finally. He's probably the best free throw shooter.
Sutherland Sonny's 67%, so he's not bad. It's his first time at the line tonight, though. He has no points.
I see a 25. I wonder how many there is if they've shot.
Tobel is 25%.
And that, you know.
Oh, well, that's the luck tonight, right?
You know, he's had a bank 3. Is he the same guy? Yeah, and he's not the same guy that had two of the guys have had some unbelievable shots, and that's another unbelievable shot. When it's your night, you know, you got to tip your caps off to him.
Yeah, that was
yet again didn't go up into the defender.
Yep. (39-29) is our score right now.
And sometimes it's funny when you can say this now, but sometimes these losses are good for a team right before the tournament, which when you're going for a league championship, no loss is good, but they've had a good run here.
They're just getting every break in the world right now.
Well, when you're hitting almost full court shot threes, and it's like I said, sometimes you got to tip your cap off. They shot the ball well.
PT Tobel has 5 points, comes in averaging 5.
Banks it in.
Banks it in.
So, and it was almost like he tried that, too, ironically.
1:29 to go, the largest lead of the night at 12 points here for the Silver Knights. They have dominated this fourth quarter.
Just shot the ball well this whole game.
And that time he really wasn't set well, and the foul is on, looks like Sutherland.
Hopefully I can talk, you know, I was talking to Cole before the game, and I said just play hard. You know, these are, you know, it's tough to say when you're a player on the floor right now, but still got the tournament and still got a league championship ahead of you. That's one thing about only having 2 losses.
Yeah.
It just makes it more strenuous to win the next 2, but
Tobel misses that one.
And there's another turnover. Oh, that wasn't.
Just 3-point attempt by Sutherland, no good, and Sutherland.
It's a nice win here by Summit tonight. I mean, they played well. They shot unbelievable. I mean, played great defense. CHCA, just their shot wasn't there, and Summit had some unbelievable shots.
Yep. And we got 2, it's a 10th foul right now, so. Woods at the line. He's been quiet. That's his 9th point. He scored all of his first 8 the first half. His first point this quarter.
A lot of quiet nights.
I'm looking over here at Coach Patrick Cosgrove. He's kind of got the Mick Cronin look there. You would think by looking at him they have lost the game.
Look at that.
Oh, what a play. And what a finish on the other end.
There's something with the film right now. You know, you're going to look back at this film and say, this is what we're not going to do.
Everything is going right for the Silver Knights. Fisher finally drains one, and now a timeout is called.
Just a little too late, you know.
Let's look at this last play, because I didn't see who got the ball out of bounds.
See, this hustle, unbelievable play.
That was Woods. What a play by Woods. And then finished off by Matt Dolling.
It's funny, too, when I was a player and a coach, these are the games, and if you lost these games, you wanted to play that team again. Mm-hmm. You know, you really did. It's just, there's that, and with them being a rival, you know you want to. I don't know if they're both Division III, right, Summit?
No.
Last year, CHCA
Eagles are Division III.
They were Division II last year, surprisingly.
Summit is D2.
Wow.
So they are going to have a tough road in the tournament.
Right, with Taft's, Hughes, the CMAC dominates Mason. And I mean, you can ask Wyoming that. Wyoming slipped out of there a few times, but that CMAC's tough.
31 seconds to go. Evans with the ball. Evans breaks the press.
I wouldn't even foul. It's already to the stage of...
Yeah, well, there's a foul right there on Fisher. It's only his second, but that puts Evans at the line again. Mr. Evans tonight. Four of 7 tonight.
I would have started this free throw battle probably in the beginning of the fourth quarter, but they've shot the free throws. I mean, that's a great free throw, but some of them have been bouncing around and still found their way in.
That's her 17th point of this quarter. CHCA has scored 9. 18th point. Terry Evans leading scorer. He was leading scorer the first time around. He's going to be the leading scorer in this one as Silver Knights have pulled an upset here in this gym.
Yep.
3-point by Salkel, but it's too little too late. And that's it. Time runs out. The Silver Knights come in here tonight and upset the apple cart here in the Scarlet Division by beating the Eagles 47-35 in a game that really, Frank, was a lot closer than the score sound because they basically broke it open in the last quarter here.
And things are going to get just a little tighter right now at the end of the third quarter with the last update. Clark's up 51-43 over North College Hills, so it's going to be a tight race.
Well, if it stays that way, Clark will be moved to 11-3, and CHCA falls to 11-3 in the league and 14-3 overall. For Summit Country Day, they're 6-7 in the league, 9-10 overall. A big, big win for the Silver Knights in this game tonight. So, Frank, final thoughts on this?
Just, one of those things, if I tell my CHCA guys and say, hey, there's another day, I want you to come out and play hard, and have a really good practice. And the next team we play is going to get destroyed. But as on Summit side, I'll tell you what, they played hard there. Their hustle, their work ethic was awesome. And I just think they had some great lucky shots too with that full court shot, but they played hard tonight.
The team that doesn't shoot three-pointers shot a bunch of them tonight, and they win by 12 as the Silver Knights come out on top in this game. For the entire ICRC crew, for Josh Sensev, who came out here tonight with the truck, this is Bill Bretz for Frank Edwards saying goodbye from Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy.